taking care of your mental health in your day-to-day routine. The second factor is surround yourself with supportive, positive, joy-filled, love-filled, peace-filled relationships. When it comes to relationship, it is not just about the other person. It is also about you and your role and contribution in the relationship. So examine all the relationships in your life that makes you feel loved, beautiful, positive, and bring so much of joy and appreciation into your life, and enhance and nurture those relationships. Spend some quality time with those people who makes you feel so lively. Okay. Spend good time with your family. You should start with family first. So if you have a small family or a big family, make sure that you make some arrangements in a way that you could spend time together with your parents, and as well as separately, like some time with your mother, some time with your father, and then spending good time together with both of your parents together. Then you can meet your relatives, or you can meet your cousins and your close friend circle, whosoever is available, and as of course as per their availability and your availability, but make sure that see how you can bring love and appreciation in their lives, because like I said, relationship is just not about another person. So I would like you to focus on examining your role and your contribution in the relationship, how much you are giving. It is a give and take, but we will not discuss on okay 50% is mine or 50% is yours. It's not like that. When it comes to responsibility in relationship, it is 100% of that person's responsibility. Okay, so it is an individual 100% responsibility. And if you take it as a goal, like okay, how much love I can bring into this person's life, how much joy and appreciation I can give into this relationship or to this person. So you could play your 100% part. Okay. And where the relationships are like where difficulty is there or it's a bit negative, there are a number of things which you can do. First thing is examining your own role. How much have you contributed in the problem, in that fight or argument, or in that conflict? Meaning examining your own role separately. Okay, and then see where you can bring corrections, keeping your ego aside. If there is ego in the relationship, there is no love, because where love is there, there will be no ego, as in नो आई मी एंड माई सेल्फ. हम बकरी की तरह मैं जो करते रहते रिलेशनशिप में, बट अगर वो चीज़ है कि मैं वो मैंने ये किया, मैंने ऐसा वैसा एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, if only that मैं exist, if only that बकरी kind of mindset exists, then it is difficult to maintain or sustain a good relationship. So examine your own role and see where you can bring changes in your own attitude and in your own approach, because no matter how much fool you are trying to make another person, how much victim stories have you adopted or whatever, but if there is hatred, if there is envy, if there is something negativity you are holding about another person or about that particular relationship, then that thing will show up in your behavior as it is. It's that simple. Okay, and I'm so if you are having some negative thoughts about person and you are holding on to that anger and resentment and bitterness about that person or about that relationship, the same will show up in your behavior. You cannot escape from that. You think that you are making others fool, but no, people get that vibes, that energy quickly. So it's better that you examine your own role and make necessary adjustments and shifts in your attitude as well as in your behavior. Second is make a script, try to be assertive. So if you are someone who faces a challenge in talking to someone in a more clear sense, describing your needs and wants, then maybe you can do some preparation. So first is detaching yourself from that person, from your own thoughts. So here where your cognitive therapy works comes in. So you have to examine your own negative thoughts and feelings and deal with your own thoughts that you have about this person, and then you will come up with a rational thought, a new thought, an alternative perspective, and then you can, when it so this is your personal work, okay, which has only to do with you and with your thoughts about that person or that relationship. The second thing, well, like I said, making a script to be more assertive. This will help you to make a clear communication with another person. So you may write it down. This is your personal work and it's completely okay. Nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed about it. So you do some, you write it very clearly, wherein you have included your feelings, your thoughts, your needs, what do you want, and so that you can communicate the same thing to another person. And the third thing, also check on your communication pattern. So when you are in that state of anger and resentment with this person, that's not a good time to communicate anything to the person, because you need to do lot of personal work as well. So once you have done this thing and the script is ready, see how you can communicate by first checking the errors in your communication style. So for example, are you someone who is more focused on I am right, you are wrong? First error. Second error, you try to escape the situation by just giving them, let's say, rude replies or dismissing something which is in the present and bringing up all the resentments or grievances of the past or past lives. Or you are someone who just starts helping the person, starts giving suggestion and advice to the person instead of listening to their experience, to their feelings, let's say. So if you fall into any of this pattern, these are some examples of communication errors. So you identify what is characteristic pattern in your communication when it comes to this particular disturbing relationship. You identify all of these things and then make a revised response, and then you can communicate. And also I have mentioned this frequently, there are some relationships, there are some people who could be very challenging to be with or to interact with, and that could be disturbing your health, your overall health in the worst negative manner. So seek a professional help if need be, because I think that would be the most appropriate response or a choice that you could choose for yourself. Third factor is your work-life balance. So live your life while you are working, and you feel grateful about your work as well. So when it comes to work, it also has to do with our attitudes and beliefs we hold about our workplace, about the position we are at, and whatever your plans and goals that are there, which has to do with your work and with your future. So you need to break it down and examine your beliefs and attitudes that you hold. And a very great example would that be of Arjun. So in the Bhagavad Gita, you see Arjun's position is as a warrior, and Bhagavad Gita very beautifully explains how one should work. So just to give you a brief context of it, we should work in terms of how much we can give to the world, in terms of service, in terms of contribution. So I, as a psychologist, let's say, what service and what contribution I could give through my skills and talents and education, knowledge and training that could make the lives of people better, or make them more skillful, more worthy about themselves. So I have different roles to play at my workplace. So I play those roles keeping the intention of service in my mind. So this is how I transcend myself just from what it's all about me, because it is not about you, or it's not about me. It's about what we can give. Of course, the results and outcomes we get, that is going to come anyway, but how much uh, the attitude that you are adopting when it comes to giving service and work is very, very important. So Krishna clearly explains that you are responsible to do the work. You have nothing to do with the outcome or the rewards or the fruits of your actions. So if we tend to adopt this attitude, then we'll be able to give our 100% without any future insecurities, without jealousy, without envy type of feelings, and we would just give our best. So that is very, very important. Next is include some hobby related things also. So like once or twice in a week, or where you can just plan it out. All of these points needs to be planned out carefully. So include something which you really, really enjoy doing, some things which you just enjoy in your own company, and few things wherein you could include one or two members at a time and have fun. This is how you will maintain your work life balance. Thank you.